Hi, my Feng Shui friends. Welcome back. This week, I had an unexpected reminder of what abundance really means, and it might surprise you. I had big work and personal things planned for this week, but life had some other ideas for me. Do you ever feel like life forces you to slow down, even when you don't want to? Today, I'm sharing from my sofa how an unexpected slowdown shifted my perspective about abundance. And if you stay to the end, you'll also get 3 actionable, simple feng shui tips to invite in more abundance in your energy, in your space, and in your life right now. And if you ever experience an unexpected slowdown, I think you'll really resonate with what I'm going to share today. I actually wasn't planning on making a video when I woke up this morning. I actually had a whole YouTube live planned on abundance, but here we are, not live. And it's because, I don't know if you can hear it, I've been sick all week again. And while I'm starting to feel better, I'll be honest, my energy is not 100% yet. Look, I have my blanket. So to get this video out to you today, this video is going to be really simple. No big edits, no bells and whistles, just me, little old me, showing up on my sofa, sharing with you what I've been reflecting on about abundance this week. If you're new here, my name is Susan Chan and I'm a certified Feng Shui consultant with almost 20 years of experience using Feng Shui principles, Chinese astrology, and energy concepts to help people like you transform their lives and spaces using Feng Shui. So if you're looking to create a space that nurtures you, aligns with your energy, and moves all the energy, not just furniture, you're in the right place. So, what happened? You want to know, right? After being sick for most of the month, I finally felt better for 1 week only. And then, bam, I caught another one of the viruses floating around Paris. While I was lying on my sofa feeling miserable and bummed that I had to cancel work and personal plans yet again, I started to think about what I had been planning to talk about this week: abundance. When we think of abundance, our minds automatically jump to the old standbys: our money, luxury, the dream home, the perfect lifestyle. And yeah, those things are fun, I must admit, and can bring joy. This week showed me once again that abundance can show up in ways we don't expect. In Feng Shui, abundance is so much more than financial prosperity or outward success. Abundance is time. Imagine having a space that flows so well that it actually makes you feel like you have more time. Less rushing in the mornings, more space to enjoy your evenings, and a greater sense of calm throughout the day. Ooh, right? That feeling of spaciousness in your schedule is a form of abundance. Abundance is also health. I've never been more aware of that than when my body just said, nope, you're not doing anything until I feel seen and heard. Yep, and I heard her. Has your body ever given you that signal that you just can ignore to slow down? Let me know in the comments below. I truly believe that these forced pauses is a form of abundance in itself, really a chance to listen very closely. Abundance is also rest, space, nourishment, support. When we declutter our physical surroundings, we're not just tidying up, we're creating mental space for rest and clarity. In fact, a physically clear environment often leads to a less cluttered mind, making it easier to focus, be present, and truly relax. Who doesn't want that? Abundance isn't always about what we gain. Often it's about what we allow. Have you been burning the candle at both ends as well? As driven individuals, we often have that ingrained tendency to push through, even when we're running on empty. It's almost like a badge of honor in this busy world. Whatever. Do you agree? Now, I'm going to get really, really, really real with you here. I haven't been sleeping too well recently. Hello, perimenopause. Yep, I said it, perimenopause. I've been feeling it, really, really feeling it, but I still have been pushing through, trying to maintain my schedule and my commitments. because you know what? That's what I've been conditioned to do. As a former New Yorker, as a current entrepreneur, as an Asian woman who's used to the grinding things out all the time. Yes, that's a big part of it. So, do you recognize this pattern in you? That feeling of constantly needing to do more? So, this week, as I rested, I realized just how much abundance is connected to feeling really, truly nurtured and supported by myself and my environment. It's in those quiet moments when you slow down and allow yourself to rest without guilt and recognizing that this rest is essential for your future growth and abundance. And honestly, it's so easy to forget how vital this deeper sense of abundance is until your life or your body stops you in your tracks, making this pause non negotiable. And don't forget that your space is constantly giving you feedback, reflecting your inner state of abundance and what's happening in your life, and reveals what areas might need some attention. Maybe you're constantly misplacing your keys. I know a lot of people like that, which could reflect feeling scattered in some other part of your life. Makes sense, right? Another example is if you're constantly feeling drained or overwhelmed, it's worth taking a mindful look around your space. I can bet you that there's something in your space that is draining you. So pay attention to these subtle cues. Your home is always communicating with you. So let me know, is your space supporting you and helping you recharge? Or is it creating feelings of stress and stagnation? I've worked with so many clients who were dealing with feelings of burnout, overwhelm, or who were just feeling uninspired in their space. When they began understanding themselves better using my proprietary Feng Shui system, and they started making small intentional shifts, it was like a weight being lifted off their shoulders. It often led to more energy, better focus, and a greater sense of overall well being and abundance in their lives. And don't worry, your space does not need to be picture perfect. I mean, look at my space. I have this beautiful little drawing, but it's temporary. And I actually don't sit here very often because of the way it looks. But you know what? Perfection is not everything, it's work in progress. Your space just needs to feel good for you, only you, because you're using your space. And ideally, it would support your energy and your intentions. Feng Shui is a powerful and practical tool to help you make those subtle yet significant shifts and create a space that truly supports your well-being and goals. As for me this week, it was not pretty. I was feeling super overwhelmed in this messy space, but I didn't let it stress me out because I am a Feng Shui consultant. And I just knew that my external environment was temporarily reflecting what was going on inside, which was just sheer exhaustion and overwhelm. But when I did find a little bit of energy, which is not too hard as a generator, that's from my human design. If you want to know more about Chinese astrology and human design, there'll be a link in the description below. But during this time, I made a few small intentional changes in my rental apartment. Nothing dramatic or requiring a ton of effort because I didn't have a ton of energy. But here's what I did. I cleared a little corner of paperwork because it felt stagnant and I was ready to release that stagnant energy and get some flow back. I also, like I said, there's not going to be any editing and I'm not going to be moving anything, but I just am describing. So in this area over here, I slightly moved my table to improve the flow of energy, make it more inviting for me to sit there. So I would move off my sofa. The last thing I did is I got some fresh flowers. That allowed me to bring in spring, positive, fresh energy into my space that made me feel as energetic as possible. And that's what Feng Shui is all about, creating small intentional changes that reflect how you want to feel. Another thing that helped me feel more grounded and supported this week was intentionally leaning into the small creature comforts that made this experience of having this awful cold a little more bearable. So this is going to be fun and I can't wait to share this part with you. I have a little tray here of tools that I used when I was sick that helped me find a sense of ease and self-care when things were a little rough. So let me show you what I mean. Look at this guy. Say hello to my little elephant. It's my little elephant teapot. And I actually bought him in Paris so long ago, in 1991, when I lived here for the first time. And I bought him at a store that no longer exists, but he has been with me all this time. He is so adorable, and he only has one little chip. I don't know if you could see it. It doesn't matter, but he helped me feel better because he housed all the ginger, lemon, tea, honey teas that I drank this week and really cheered me up each time that he came out. So that's my number one tool, and I would suggest getting a teapot like that. That's such an easy fix. You can find one online or any houseware store. Second is my trusty vitamin C, and this one is, I got this in Paris. It's the effervescent kind. So it's a little tablet that you put in just a drop of water, well, not a drop of water, like half a glass of water. And it's really fantastic because it tastes good. There's not a lot of sugar in it, and it forces you to drink more water when you're not feeling like drinking water. So up your vitamin C. And also that one, I don't think has zinc, but you can find them with zinc as well. So this also is really helpful. I have two more things. It's something I bought in New York. It's oil of oregano. I don't know, they do this sometimes in videos. Can you see that? So this is really powerful stuff. What I do, actually I need to take it now. So I'm going to show you. Look at these cute little glasses, the little colorful glass that I got from IKEA. The 4 different colors. But anyway, back to the oil of oregano. So if you can see 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put one more, 4. You don't want more than that, especially if you're not used to it. You might want to put 1 or 2 in the beginning because it's very powerful. It helps build your immunity, really helps germs move along. And so with the drops in your glass, I just add a little tad bit of water. Not very much, I don't know if you can see that. And I just chug it. Cheers. Strong. It's good. Clear sinuses. And the last thing that I love and I use often, not just when I'm sick, is this thermal mug. This one is by Mameido, Mameido. I'll put a link below. I'll put a link for all of these below, except my elephant. You'll have to find your own. But I love this because it's stylish. I got this when I moved to Paris, and I'm someone who makes tea and I just forget to drink it and it just gets cold right away. So this is really helpful for keeping it hot, especially when I'm sick. So find yourself something like this if you are like me. That's my share of some of the things that I use when I'm sick. It's nothing glamorous, nothing fancy, but they were so supportive because they were so simple. And one thing I want to say is none of these things are sponsored. They're just things that I really use and love. And it's just proof that abundance really is much broader and larger than what we usually think it is. It comes in the form of hydration, giving yourself permission to be supported and amused so that your energy can feel uplifted, which is a sign of abundance. And now those 3 simple feng shui tips to attract abundance. Remember, this is a low-tech, no-frills video this week, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. You might be doing this over the weekends, and I want it to be super chill for you. So 1, start with your entryway. Definitely always start with your entryway. Energy that enters your space sets the tone for everything within it. Take just a few minutes to clear anything that's blocking your door or your entryway. This includes bags, shoes, recycling, and mail, but also don't forget the energetic clutter, the negative emotions or lingering stress that you bring through the door. Just leave it at the door. This simple act consciously invites in positive, vibrant energy, as well as new opportunities into your space and life. Tip number 2, add a symbol of abundance to your space. This can be anything that represents growth, prosperity, or good fortune for you. Ooh, I didn't plan this, but I actually have this bowl that I bought that's sitting here. Hold on, let me get it. It's a fruit bowl. And I bought this at a flea market. And I have some oranges here for natural vitamin C. And in Chinese culture, the round oranges, as you know from my Lunar New Year videos, represent abundance and prosperity. For me, yes, it's for health, which is also abundance. So yeah, good example that I wasn't planning on sharing. For you, possibly it's a healthy plant, a crystal that symbolizes abundance like citrine, or even a small, cherished object that evokes feelings of wealth, success, and joy whenever you see it, like my bowl. Place it somewhere that you can see it regularly so that it brings you joy. Tip number 3, create a sacred corner. Find a quiet corner in your home. Maybe it's your favorite reading nook, a peaceful spot by the window with natural light, or anywhere where you naturally feel a sense of calm and peace. For me, that's in bed. Turn this into your little personal space for rest, reflection, and intention setting. I often write my journal in bed, and it is so lovely. You can add a comfortable cushion, light a candle, just something that makes you feel grounded, inspired, and connected with yourself. This becomes your dedicated retreat to slow down and consciously allow abundance to flow into your life. If you found value in today's insights and tips, even though there were no fancy bells or whistles today, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more practical feng shui tips, and share it with anyone in your life who might benefit from this message. Truly appreciate it because your support helps me continue to create content that empowers and inspires. If you're ready to explore how feng shui can help you create a more supportive and abundant space in life, I'd love to connect with you personally. I offer complimentary discovery calls where we can discuss your specific goals and challenges and how feng shui can be tailored to support you in creating a life of greater flow and abundance. You can find the link to schedule your free call in the description below. Remember, cultivating abundance is not just about what you acquire. It's about how you live your life and the energy you create in your space. Feng shui is not a luxury, but a necessity, even from my sofa. Thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you next time.